Hello everyone, my name is Utkarsh and I'm proud to present DViz, which is a virtual reality application integrated with Microsoft Machine Learning Studio and cloud services for visualizing the data sets and the results of complex machine learning experiments. So data is definitely the fuel of the future, and data visualization is a key aspect of data science as it generates significant insights for further analysis. So coming to the core features of DViz, you can interact with the data in real time. It runs on both Android as well as iOS devices. All you need is a cheap VR headset to use the application other than your phone, and you can directly load in the data file, and hence it can also be used as a standalone tool. It is integrated with Bluetooth controller so that you can interact with the application in real time. You can perform a number of experiments in the unsupervised and supervised domains. And the architecture diagram of DViz is as follows. You can see you have to load the data file and the application into your phone, and the controller is connected via Bluetooth. This mobile VR is connected to the cloud, and the results of the experiments that you actually design on Azure Machine Learning Studio are exported to AzureBlobStorage, and the results are downloaded into your phone and shown. And hence this basically removes the need of computation part, because all of it is done on the cloud and only the results are shown on your phone, right? And so although it seems to be very easy, but what happens is even showing a lot of spheres as data points is difficult because of a number of vertices present, and it becomes a very GPU intensive task. So I've tried to use Profiler in Unity to make the application a bit faster, and I've done occlusion culling and changed the camera frustum to increase the performance in general. So here are some of the examples of experiments that you can perform in DViz. But one important thing to notice here is that I'm trying to visualize three-dimensional data on 2D flat screens. And when there is already technology available, why not leverage that for immersive data visualization, right? I'll give a demonstration for the same. Now let's go through the steps of using the application. The first step is loading the data file into your phone. So here what I'm doing is I'm going to the specific folder, and I have already pasted 3 data files, that is cancer, iris, and liver data file. The second step is designing the experiment in the Azure Machine Learning Studio. So you don't need to be an expert for this. You can simply drag and drop the different steps of the experiment. And then finally, I'm exporting the data into the Azure Blob Storage. In the Azure Blob Storage, now you can check that I have received the result of the experiment, right? Hi, welcome to the demonstration of DViz. So for this demonstration, I've already launched the application and I have already copied the files. So let's start by selecting the iris dataset, and I have the available classes displayed here. And let's select the attributes, the sepal length, sepal width, and petal length, and launch the application. So when I launch the application, I can see there are some options on the left, there are some options on the right, and I can click on plot the data set, and the data set gets plotted. I can use the Bluetooth controller to zoom in and zoom out, or the buttons available on the right hand side console. I can zoom in and zoom out using these also. Then I have the information available here related to the blobs available on the Azure cloud, and I can change the background to whatever it suits me. So now it's much more clear that there are 3 classes, and second and third are not nicely separated. So let's separate these by using unsupervised PCA. So when I click on PCA, what happens is both the data sets get plotted. So let's just clear it first and click on PCA. So now I can see that there is some level of separation now, but since it is unsupervised, I can't expect a lot of it. And let's therefore select supervised LDA, which is Fisher LDA. When I click on Fisher LDA, I can see that the data sets are now nicely separated, right? Cool. Also, I can go for k-means for k equals to 3. When I click on k-means, the k-means clusters are displayed as orange balls inside the respective classes. And then I can also go for means by clicking on that button. I can see that these are nice red balls that are displayed. Then what I can do is, let's go and select another data set. Let's start with cancer data set. So for the cancer data set, I have just two available classes, 1 and 0. And then I can select the attributes from here. Let's select the first 3 randomly for now. Now when I plot the data set, you can see that it's nicely plotted, and I had just two classes, so there are just two more types of balls, these bluish ones and the yellowish ones, right? And now what I can do is, let's go for smooth analysis. So what smooth would do is, you could see that the bluish ones were quite less in number. So I'm going to introduce synthetic data points. So when I do smooth, so what you can see now is the number of data points are increased, and so that the data set balances out, right? Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for lower data set. So this is an interesting one. Again, there are just two available classes displayed. Let's select the first 3 randomly and launch it. Let's plot the data set first to analyze it. So pretty bad data set. Why? Because the two classes are not separated at all, right? And so if I do PCA, then they should be separated to some extent. Okay, yeah, but not good, right? So let's go for facial LDA. So what facial LDA should do is it should separate it to some extent. Yeah, now I can see that the bluish ones come on one side and the yellowish ones come on the other side. Still not very nice. So since I could see that the class was not nicely separated, let's apply multi-class decision forest. So when I do multi-class decision forest, what the algorithm does is that it tries to classify some random points into the classes, and when it fails, it is here showing red balls and green balls. Okay, so thanks for watching, and if there are any suggestions or ideas that you would like to share, any comments, please feel free to contact me anytime. Thanks.